What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a subscriber gameplay review. What I'm going to be calling Subscriber Rewind is where you send me your footage and we break it down live in a video. Overall, the first time I did this, I got a lot of good comments. Brave, do this more often. I want to see this more often. I want to see flaws. This is not to point out, man, this guy sucks. This is to help everybody get better at the Crucible. And another thing, it's not going to be 20 minutes long like last time. I found a better way to edit, and if you guys like this style of editing, let me know. Today we have Ian. Ian submitted his gameplay footage. Is Brave, I don't care, help me get better at the game, and we're going to be looking at that right now. I will fast forward parts that I need to. Number one, Ian, I will give you some advice. One, you need to work a little bit on your aim. And two, well, we'll break it down right now. I'll tell you the two major parts, but look at here. Slides out, tries to capture Alpha, and gets immediately taken down by this one Guardian. Now, if you haven't noticed, we're going to replay it again. The radar tells you he's there. But instead of reading your radar, you pushed out way too far and you got taken down. He was able to land a shot on you. So one, if you were able to hit your shots, this would have been an okay engagement. But you didn't. Two, you pushed out too far from cover and he was able to take you down. And three, it could have all been easily avoided if you would have just played your radar just a little bit better. So what I wanted to mention was two things, Ian. Number one is your aim is a little bit off. You may want to mess around with your aim, lower your sensitivity a bit. Maybe that's giving you some trouble, or maybe even raise it. Maybe your sensitivity is too slow for you to actually, how do I say, engage properly. So try adjusting with that there. Remember, it's not just about 100% movement, it's also aim. It's a 50-50. Your aim has to be good along with your movement. Those are traits right there of a really good player. So your aim is a little bit off the place. The second thing I'm going to point out is you're ADSing a lot. Now, what happens when you ADS too much? Well, I'm going to stop it right now and I'll get back into the whole ADS thing. So another thing is, like I was saying, your aim, you can see it right here. You're going to start engaging somebody. Start engaging them. See how your aim is just a tad bit off. So you may want to, focus on it. Two, you engage again and you didn't look at your radar. Look at that. You reload your weapon. You start ADSing. Your radar told you someone's in front of you. You didn't notice and he started just taking you down. So again, play the radar just a tad bit better. So going back to where I want to say, how do I say it? You're honest in here. You peek out, you look at your radar, but 100% go all the way in. You go balls deep in this engagement, and two people were there. You were able to back off, which is perfectly fine. So, Brave, what are you talking about ADSing too much? Well, when you ADS too much, I like to think of the game giving you two factors. Two, I guess, feeds you have to be monitoring. The kill feed. If someone picked up power ammo, who died? Who's on the field still? Is your teammate kill somebody? Did it generate an orb? That is right above where your super is. That is the kill feed. That is major to watch. The second thing you want to watch out for is your radar. That is going to give you data right away. That is going to give you something is occurring right now. Somebody's next to you. So this engagement here, again, you slide out, about to engage, and you start getting taken down. What happened there, Brave? What happened? You slid out past your cover. See that box? That box is for you to retreat, but you slid out way too far, and he was able to get a couple shots on you. So now when they're trying to stay close to cover. Now this next engagement we're going to be looking at here. Let me fast forward a bit. Right there. Again, just focusing on your aim and ADSing too much. You were ADSing there. I understand ADSing is great, but see what happens? You heard a Spectral Blades pop. You're ADSing too much. Couple shots there. But right at that moment, boom, back off. Why? Because when you un-ADS, you have a Spectral Blades right on top of you. You didn't even notice them coming. So if you want to ADS a lot longer, try running the Knucklehead radar if you're going to be a hunter. Now getting into this next engagement here. Let me slow it down just a tad bit. Right here. So on this one here, you slide out. This is perfect. This is what I want to see more often. You see how you're playing the cover? You were peeking out, firing, and you were playing the cover properly. Right there, no one is going to... If any damage you take, you can back off and re-engage, back off, and get your life back up. So that is great. I want to see more of this right here. So use your cover. Now, get into the next one. We're going to fast forward again. Fast forward. Should be right here. This is another one. You peek out way too far and you lose your cover. That pillar right there is your covers. You have a bad habit of just avoiding your cover right there. By using that cover, that engagement is yours. That engagement overall, it is 100% up to you. I will peek out a cover and fire. You control the situation. Don't let your enemy control it. So right there, even though he's got the Not Forgotten, you would have been easily be able to take him down. So if you guys enjoy videos like this, let me know, Brave. I want to see more videos like this. I enjoy doing subscriber gameplay rewinds. This is great. So keep going on what Ian is doing here. You'll see, I think he slides out here, throws a couple shots. This again, your aim a tad bit tweaked. sensitivity, it could all be tweaked. Focus on that, go out to PvE, shoot a couple throw, but kind of find that good healthy balance you want. So this next part right here, golden gun pops, you slide out, you read your radar properly, but you have to read just a tad bit. He's going to be on the left side of the pillar. Your radar told you left side of the pillar, but you end up, you know, biting towards one side. With a shotgun, you always don't have to ADS. You could have slid in there, shotgun him on the left side. That pillar should have been your best friend. Stay close to it. So we're going to keep fast forwarding. Remember, this is a better way of doing it because it makes the video shorter and not like an hour long of me breaking down gameplay. And then another thing, we're going to get into this one here. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. We're slowing down a bit. Here, just to show you your aim again. Again, this is not to, how do I say, oh, Ian's a terrible player. No, it's to show you where you want to be able to develop, you know, you could have you have great map awareness. You're moving around perfectly with your teammates. You're doing a lot of that, but your accuracy just needs a tad bit and help. This hit kill, it happens. Sometimes you just get rushed by a shotgunner and you die. It happens. So again, two things I would touch up on is your ADS. You're ADSing way too long. If you're going to be doing that, knucklehead radar is going to be your best friend. The second thing is you want to do is touch up on is your accuracy. This one here, Spectre Blades, run. Very simple, run. Because no matter what, unless you have a tractor cannon or something, you're going to stop them. There was no reason for you to engage like that. And I'm going to give you why. If you're playing competitive and that Spectre Blades killed you like that, that is possibly an orb that someone's going to get and take you down. That is going to be an orb that they generate for their teammates. That right there could have been cost you a life. Spectre Blades, you run. Hammers, you run. Because there is a chance you could avoid them. So we're going to get to the next clip we're looking at here. This is where you panic. You start jumping around. You don't know what you're doing. Your radar tells you they're behind you. We're going to slow down again. See? Oh, crap. Spectre Blades. What do I do? What do I do? You're kind of panicking a bit. But if you look at your radar, they're behind you. You should have slid forward, moved out of there because you're out in the open. So next time, just something like that happens, always revert back to your radar. That's why you don't want to ADS too much. Your radar will tell you what happens. You know, your radar is that, it is the feed that is giving you, oh, this is currently what's happening in the game. This is going to help you out. So here this person gets you. What is it? No, Smash ends up getting them. That's right. So continuing on, if you guys, again, enjoy footage like this, I enjoy helping you guys out. Ian does a great job at this. He ends up, scouting the area and utilizing his cover once again. He stayed there just a tad bit longer, but he's great. He's looking at power ammo, and he's end up giving, suppression. He's helping his teammates out with fire. Team shot is great, especially in maps like this, especially if you're the type of player who wants to help in team shots. Now this next one, you end up sliding back around, and you'll see this in the next clip right here. And fast forwarding just a tad bit. So you end up peeking back out and you start ADS. And this is what I mean when you ADS way too much. As soon as you unscope here, you have an enemy right on top of you. Look at this. He's right on top of you. Now he missed his shots and it happens. You survived this, but you want to avoid situations like this. Like as soon as you stop ADSing, look at your radar. That guy is on top of you. If he had a shotgun, he would have been able to destroy you. So again, goes back to the whole ADSing part. So Ian, overall, your gameplay isn't bad at all. A couple decisions you can change. I overall would work on your ADSing and working on your aim rather than just overall gameplay, map awareness, stuff like that. Focus on that first, submit another video, and we'll break down your gameplay, a little bit further, going the do's and don'ts. But I think your gameplay can evolve from just pure, how do I say, basic mechanics of this game. See, you did great on this one. You ended up running away when you took some damage because you were close to cover. Now, he ended up getting you, and it happens. Stuff like this happens all the time. Now, if you guys want to submit your gameplay, it's going to be at the end of the video, my email and everything like that, bravexheroplays@gmail.com. Now the reason, oh, here's another one. Let me slow it down just a tad bit. So you end up shooting this guy with a shotgun, you back off a bit. Here's where your weapon selection needs a little bit of help. So on this one here, look how you bit back. And if you're going to switch to your Luna, get a lot of space backwards. You need to get out of there. But since you were so close to him, he had the opportunity to kill you with the dust rock. So it happens. You have a shotgun, use the box's cover. Slide into that box, slide into him. This next one, I felt like you had tunnel vision. You went straight for the special ammo. Again, you peeked out, didn't look at your radar. And right now, just that one guy ends up getting you once again. So overall, Ian, I think your gameplay can evolve a lot. Those two basic things, ADSing and aim. Those are what I'm going to leave you with in this video. Hopefully you submit another video. Remember, this video is not to make you feel, oh crap, Ian's a terrible player, because you're not, man. You have the Luna, you have the Dust Rock, you have the essentials there. Just work on basic mechanics. Now, if you guys want to submit footage, by all means, send me your footage. Please upload it to Gmail. Try not to have any music, anybody talking. I look forward to reviewing as much as I want. I want to try to do 2 of these a week because they're pretty quick to edit, and it kind of gives everybody just overall knowledge of just, you know, what goes through my head when I see stuff like this. You know, what you should be thinking, because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to get a little bit better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, did you enjoy the video? Click right there for a random video. Click right there for my latest video. Stay up to date with bravexHERO. If you haven't followed me on Twitch, I recommend it. Go do it right now. Twitch.tv/bravexHERO. New to the channel, subscribe button right there. Click it. Do it now. I'll see you guys in the next video.